All right, let's be real for a second. Let's talk about that daily stand-up meeting. You know exactly the one I'm talking about. It's supposed to be a quick 15 minutes, but somehow it feels like it sucks an hour of your soul right out of you. You're just standing there, trying to wake up, listening to people drone on and on with updates that have pretty much nothing to do with what you're working on. If that sounds painfully familiar, you are in the right place.
And this quote, man, it just hits the nail on the head. So yesterday I worked on the ticket. Today, I'm going to continue working on that ticket. No blockers. It's a weather report. It's predictable, it's boring, and it's totally useless for actually figuring out how to win the day. So it's time to stop just reporting the weather and maybe, start changing it.
So let's get into it. First things first, we got to diagnose the problem. We have to learn to recognize the signs of a meeting that's gone completely off the rails.
I mean, really think about it. Your last stand-up. Was the energy just dead? Were people kind of staring at their shoes, just waiting for their turn to talk so they could immediately check out? If you're nodding along right now, trust me, you are not alone. That is the number one sign of a meeting that has completely lost its way. And look at this. It's like night and day. Over on the left, you've got that low-impact stand-up we all dread. Everyone's just reporting their status to a manager, the energy's low, no one's making eye contact. But on the right, that's the goal, a high-impact huddle. The team is actually solving problems, adapting their plan for the day, and collaborating. The energy's high because everyone knows why they're there. So the big question is, how do we get from that sad, low-impact meeting to the high-energy huddle? Well, it all boils down to one single fundamental misunderstanding that honestly ruins the whole thing. This, right here, this is the root of all evil when it comes to the Daily Scrum. Its purpose is not, I repeat, not to give a status report to your manager. The second it becomes that, all the power is gone. It just turns into a boring, disconnected series of individual reports. So what is the point then? It's simple. The meeting is for the team, by the team. The whole purpose is to look at the plan you had yesterday, see how it's holding up against reality, and then, together, make smart little adjustments so you can still hit your goal. It's a daily course correction, that's all. And this idea, inspect and adapt, well, it's everything. Inspect just means you take a real, honest look at where you are. No sugarcoating. And adapt means, okay, now what are we going to do about it? As a team, how do we tweak our plan for the next 24 hours to give ourselves the best possible shot at success? See? It's proactive, not just reporting on the past. Okay, so now we know why these meetings break. So let's get to the good stuff. How do we actually fix it? How do we turn it from that boring status update into a real strategic huddle? It all starts with one simple but really powerful mental shift. This is it. This is the mental shift. It's a three-step flow. You start with a quick status check, sure, but it's for the team, not for a boss. Then you immediately move into the most critical part, synchronization. How does what I'm doing affect you? Where do our tasks overlap? And that naturally leads to the final step, strategy. So based on all that, what's our game plan to make real progress today? And you can actually steer the conversation just by changing the questions. Look at the difference here. What did you do becomes how are we progressing? What will you do becomes what's our most critical task? It's a tiny change in wording, but it's a huge shift from I to we, and from talking about the past to planning the future. So what does this actually look like when you put it into practice? When you make this shift, the entire vibe of the meeting changes. So let's paint a quick picture of what this new, awesome, high-impact huddle feels like. This table just lays it all out. Your focus flips from what each individual is doing to what the team is trying to achieve together. The energy, it goes from passive and draining to active and collaborative. And maybe most importantly, the outcome isn't just a bunch of random information. It's a real, actionable plan for the day that everybody understands and agrees on. And here's the payoff. This is why all this matters. Problems get squashed in minutes, not days, because the right people are all in the same conversation. The team's plan is no longer fragile. It adapts to what's really happening. And get this, people actually leave the meeting feeling energized, with a clear mission for the day. This isn't just about having a better meeting, it's about building a better, higher-performing team. So look, if you take only one single thing away from all of this, let it be this right here. The secret, the whole trick, is to shift the meeting's focus away from individual reporting and turn it into a session for collective, collaborative planning for the day that's right in front of you.
And that really just leaves us with one last question to chew on. Think about your next daily meeting. Is your team just going to stand around and describe the clouds? Or are you going to get together and figure out how to actually navigate the storm and win the day? The choice really is up to you.